Hello everybody, nice to see you today. Actually you're looking at me, so let's continue with the video. So in this video I just wanted to say the importance of making happiness the priority of every single day. Absolutely make fun and happiness and enjoying your day as much as you can the priority of your day. I'd even say every hour, definitely try and see how much happiness, how much fun and enjoyment you can cram into your day. So in other words, making every day enjoyable. It's not a waste, but it's something lived and something worthwhile, something, let's say, meaningful. Because of course being happy and sharing your excitement or happiness or your inspiration with anybody, when you feel this you'll most likely share it, and then you'll touch and inspire and bring happiness as well, or help many other people. So lots of us just drift by living, and it's easy to understand why. It's because of the society at this time period in human history. Soul chooses to come here at this time for the deep dynamics and different aspects of what's here now, deep contrast of events of like light, dark, good, bad, etc. There's a huge rich variety of things to experience here, and everything is good, essentially. Like Jesus apparently said, in all things be glad, because in my own life, I'll just say from my own experience, which will give an example of why everything can be good and is good. There's a deeper meaning to life than we really know anyway. So even some of the travesties like world wars and the things that happen in war, they do shift. They shift the consciousness of the planet. They create massive changes through showing us our the deep suffering that we don't like. So in my own life, I appreciate my body now in a way I've never appreciated it before, and that's only because I've had injuries and aches and pains and disability. I wasn't able to use my legs properly for many years, and even now I'm just still recovering. My quads, I had problems with them because I got injured badly or sick badly, whatever way you want to call it, when I was 20 years old approximately, for 2021. So it turned out to be really good. And you have to generally suffer or experience an opposite of the contrast in duality. Be quiet! I'm making a video! Before you can really experience the other side of things. So often it's when we experience the deepest side of misery, it's when we finally say that's enough is enough, and we get to experience happy joys in life. It's only when we have bad weather we can appreciate good weather, like this for example. But I just want to get back to experiencing as much happiness every single day. One way to make yourself happier easily is simply to think a happier thought. Think a different thought that makes you feel a little bit better than the way you were previously thinking or feeling. So in my own life I just think something like, two ways to be happy easily is to think of a happier thought or better, a higher thought, higher vibrational thought. Or another way is to be kinder to somebody. Say something nice to them, or shift your thought maybe towards a bit of gratitude, appreciation and thanksgiving. Maybe you could say thanksgiving or a word of encouragement or appreciation to somebody. This is where I'm living. I'm in Dublin. So I was just saying, this is where I'm living. I'm in Dublin, and I live on the 6th floor at the top in my house. But I just want to say how essentially important it is to keep focusing. Like, it's up to you. This is only a suggestion I'm making towards you. Do you want to be a lot happier? So keep shifting to different thoughts that make you feel a bit better. So instead of thinking a thought of anger towards someone, try and think a thought that feels a bit better than anger, an angry thought, a frustrated thought, maybe that they're making effort, they're doing something positive, they do positive things. Just try and switch your angle of focus towards something that makes you feel better, and obviously it'll help you feel better towards them, and obviously then it'll help your relationship. You might say something nice to them possibly. This is really, really important to make this a priority every single day, because when you do this, you will start to leave out the things that don't make you feel good, such as the meaningless things in your life, the things that are just basically not important to you, or not really that important overall, so to speak, at least to you. You'll stop caring as much about things that aren't really important, like, for example, other people's approval or what other people think of you. You will start naturally, slowly, or eventually gravitate towards having more fun and enjoyment, such as being more childlike, innocent and playful and free-spirited. You're getting in the habit of, instead of living by the way you are told you're supposed to live, what you're supposed to do, how you're supposed to be in any situation or circumstance or place, to start doing more what's innately your joy and what is heart spirited and inspired. It's a deeply, deeply important thing, this topic I'm making in the video, because it's really meaningful. It makes a difference in your life, in your every single day life, your every hour life. It makes a difference in your quality of experience of life and your experience as a human being. It's extremely practical. It changes everything. It makes already a big difference in my life, and I just wanted to pass it on to you. So you're going to start leaving out, ironing out and getting away from things that are just like nonsense almost, just to use a bit of a jokey word, just like silly stuff. You'll be less of a people's pleaser. You will hit a place where you want to do something that's fun or enjoyable, like, let's say, take your top off in public, or I don't know, skip along the road or something. Like, I do this myself, do lots of different things. Basically, I've never found myself to be more actually like a child. But obviously responsible and mature. Like, you have more wisdom than when you're a child, but you're getting back to the place of free spiritness, lightness instead of baggage and heaviness, lightness, fun and enjoyment and innocence and purity, honesty. So you can be honest with people more. The happier you get, the more your vibration raises. The more your vibration raises, the more of a channel for higher thoughts and more higher thoughts that make you feel better, and thoughts that are inspirational and clear to you. You think about also what you want to eat and put into your body. For example, saying nice words to people, it takes a degree of physical health and energy, because if you're exhausted and sick, it's very hard, even if you do change your thoughts, to find the energy to do inspirational things. You can still do it, but you can do them much less, and it's much more of in an effort that's not as enjoyable. So because we are body, mind, spirit beings and emotional, we do need to look after every single aspect, not just one. Many people focus on just food. They're like kind of unbalanced that way. They're neglecting to think about the mental and emotional and spiritual part of us. As you keep doing things that make you feel better and better and better and happier and happier and happier, little by little in life, you can start today. Just like more kindness generally from you, and just generally thinking more gratitude and appreciation more consistently throughout your day, you're going to feel so much better. And what will also happen is you're going to naturally gravitate towards what you're inspired really genuinely to do from your heart and your soul. So that means you're going to follow more like things like your genuine passions, and maybe you might change your job or think about changing your job or your career. Do something that's really truly you, that you want to do, that you have to share with the world, your passions, your gifts and your talents. Maybe you might start doing your hobbies more. You might start doing the singing that you wanted to do when you were smaller, but somebody told you shouldn't do that anymore. Or You might do dancing more. You might join a dancing club. You might go out running in nature, buy a pair of running shorts, or join a sports team or a walking group. You might, as I said, change your whole life, like shift your job. Like you don't have to necessarily leave your old job, but you can start at least looking for a new job or a new career or something. You can start studying what you're really excited about or something like that. Just anything that really resonates with you deep down. And can you imagine how happy this would make you? You'd be like so much happier, like just like layers and layers and layers of happiness. But I also I don't want to paint like an unrealistic picture. Like this is all extremely realistic, but at the same time, I'm not trying to say everything's going to be always happy all the time. Like as a human, you do have ups and downs. So I hope the wind isn't too loud and you can still hear me. But it's okay when you have it down. Just if you remember, shift a little bit up and maybe a little bit more. You know, like thought stuff such as things aren't so bad or things could be worse. These things have happened to me in the past and I've pulled through. I believe I'm being guided and I trust in the universe. Things won't remain like this forever. I'm a strong person and I'll choose to make the most of today. Thoughts like today's a divine, blessed, infinitely abundant day with lots of opportunities and gifts. And it's an adventure to be alive. View life as a daily adventure and make your daily different adventure a new and an exciting, happy adventure every day. And if it's not going to be super spectacular, which it probably won't, because generally life daily isn't a super spectacular adventure, but you can overall make it a much more enjoyable experience by what I'm suggesting in this video. And maybe you have your own ideas too to make it even happier and better. So just be okay with whatever the ups and downs are and just try and generally enjoy your life a little bit more. Not to have too much of a heavy expectation on yourself. Just try and have any little step or little improvement is a positive improvement. Regards to physical improvements, you might need a little bit more sleep, maybe to give yourself a bit more happiness and enjoyment of life. A bit more rest. Maybe you could have a bit more green smoothie or like fruit and green smoothie or fruit and green juice in the day. They're extremely good for lifting your spirits. And that's about it. Nice sky here. You can look at the sky more often. One of the things I try to do that I mentioned maybe in another video is I just try, when I go out places, I just try and look for things that are beautiful. Like I was inspired by a quote saying, never miss an opportunity to see anything that's beautiful. And like now when I go out, I'm just always looking at things that I don't usually look at, like the tops of buildings. I look more at the sky. I look at like people probably a bit more anyway, because I used to already look at people a fair bit. And I look at flowers more. So that's all I want to say really. I hope this is meaningful to you, and it's not a thing to get like stressed or pressurized about, but it's a little thing that you can make little improvements in your life in any particular way, and just definitely start having a lot more fun, even just a little bit at a time. Just play more. Like if you really want, also look at the children and the animals. Like they're just so like free spirit and light-hearted and honest. They roll around in the mud, they sit anywhere. Like this is a really strong way to be. Like I do that too actually, like basically I do that anywhere. I don't know, these days I just wear topless as much as I can and shorts, and even though I know it's only today, but even when it was raining yesterday I still had shorts on and a t-shirt. And I still go around topless like 10 minutes later the minute it stopped raining. Well, one of my favourite quotes in the world is like something like whatever Jesus said, apparently. Like, you will not enter the kingdom of heaven until you become more like children. Because they're innocent, they're pure, they're genuine, they're real, they follow their joy, they're spontaneous, they have fun, they play spontaneously in the moment. They're not full of conceptualization and ideas and thoughts. They just do what feels good to them. And you really have to follow your feelings, because rather than following your thoughts, one of the strongest things you could ever do in life is to follow your feelings. And if you follow your feelings, you'll do very well. So the sun is actually roasting my back. Oh, dude. So thanks for joining me. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of this video and sharing it if you want, or whatever. Not sharing if you don't feel like it. Just watching. Like, so you're also welcome to leave a comment below. I also like to hear from you, anything nice and happy and positive. It's beautiful. Thanks for the past comments, and that's all. I wish you a lovely day, and just a little bit more happiness would be great. Yeah, another thing that feels good, by the way, obviously, is I thought about this a minute ago, is to talk more about what you like too. Like, talk about what you love and like I like the tree, I like the door, I like the seagull, I like the sky. It's beautiful sky, beautiful weather today. Okay. So there's Sally. Hey, just go for a second. Hello, everybody. Thanks, Fred. Sally, I love the way Sally today is making lunch for me and my mum. Come on into the video, babe. You heard what I'm saying, didn't you? What do you think of it? She said she didn't hear too much of it, but she heard some of it and it was nice. So, just in case you didn't hear it. So, yeah, that's all, really. Sally's lovely. She's like, she's on a juice feast. Day 7, and this feels good to her, and she's enjoying it, right? Yeah. And so she's really kind, making food for me and my mum, and also chocolate cake. It's a dairy-free chocolate cake, but it's a vegan, gluten-free chocolate cake. But I don't want to like criticize or like put any like on a damper on any other's cakes. Like, just it's really, 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 really important to whatever you eat, no matter what you eat, like sugar or something, whatever, like just pure sugar. No matter what it is you eat, do enjoy it and don't criticize or feel guilty. Because see you there. She went. Okay, bye everybody. So that's the end of that, and hope you enjoyed. I'll see you again in another video, and lots of love. Take care. Bye.